Do you know what today is? Today is April 24th, 2021, and this marks the 7-year anniversary that Minecraft Ericland popped into existence. I cannot believe it. After 7 years, Ericland is still a thing. Why wouldn't it be a thing? Okay, so a little bit of background. So, I came up with the idea for Ericland in 2007. Water cooler, could you please be quiet? So yeah, the entire idea was that Hand in Hand was new at the time. I was. So the whole idea was that basically Handy was my first ever cartoon character, which makes him the oldest. Still no wrinkles. Yes, I know. So Handy, on the other hand, needed a place to live, and so I created the Handyville Clock Tower. You know, that clock tower that got destroyed in my last cartoon. Still upset that I did that. But anyway, the clock tower served as his house for a couple of months, and then in 2006, I created Handyville, which is basically my idea of a western town, and it was there that was where all my cartoon characters were gonna live. The only thing was that Handyville wasn't big enough to handle the amount of cartoon characters I had coming out of my head at the time. And so, in 2007, I thought of an idea for a theme park that would be based on my imagination, of all things. And so, in 2007, I had my first ideas for a theme park, and I didn't really have a name for it, except Ericland. But it was in 2010, I think it was, that I got into Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. You know that game I used to build Disneyland? Well, that was basically Ericland, I guess, like in a beta kind of version. It didn't look that good at the time, and it still doesn't look that good nowadays. And so, moving on with that, then in 2014, I built Minecraft Ericland, which I think is probably the best version of Ericland to date, and that serves as Ericland 1.0. So, the previous versions of Ericland, like the original Handyville, and then leading up into Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, and then Minecraft, I'd say that the RCT3 and the Handyville versions are the alpha and beta versions of Ericland. And to this day, where Handyville is now considered a national heritage site in Ericland, and in Handyville, no wait, and so Ericland owes its entire existence not only to Handyville but also Handy himself. And that's why I'm going to be king one day, once you're out of the way. Yeah, once I'm dead, then Handy's gonna be king of Ericland. At least I think. Well, he's attached to me, so it doesn't really make any sense. I mean, how exactly would that... So anyway, Ericland is going through another redesign right now, and basically everything you know and love about Ericland is going to be modified in some way, to a certain extent. But for now, let's celebrate 7 years since Minecraft Ericland, and 14 years since my first ideas of Ericland, and 15 years since Handyville popped into existence. That would eventually lead to that would eventually lead to Ericland. So isn't that amazing? All those years, and it's led up to this. Who knows what Ericland will look like in the future? But happy birthday, Ericland. I love you with all of my oversized heart.